during the middle of the week. We want to make sure that we are. I'm tired, y'all. Y'all had me running in here today. All right, we good. I know folks at home and in their car listening, they can't see what's going on in here. It's fine. But no, I hope everybody has had a good start to their week. And I want to make sure that you guys are being successful this year. I want to make sure that we are also doing our part to help you become successful. So with the first quarter of the year ending, a lot of people during this time, they start to kind of lose some of those optimistic hopes and dreams that you started the year with. Some of y'all have already given up some of those resolutions to do better in your business. But we have decided that we are going to step in and help business owners all year. So my company, Influencer 365, is holding masterminds all this year to help business owners just like yourself learn how to grow your business, learn how to market better, learn how to get more customers, and just be more successful and reach those goals that you want to reach. If you want to be a part of one of these mastermind groups, I want you to email me at connect@kevincpride.com. In that subject line, I want you to put mastermind, and I will definitely get right back with you. Woo! All right. I'm going to catch my breath. All right. We are still racing to read here in the city of Atlanta. I want everyone to go and visit racetoread.org and sign up to help Atlanta become the city that reads. We are trying to reach 10 million minutes read. Right now, we're at the halfway mark. We have already reached 5 million minutes. So we want you to go and sign up to also help us become the city that reads and get 5 more million minutes read. Finally, to all my men who like to stay sexy and who like to stay looking good, and you out there on the west side of Atlanta, you out there in the Douglasville area, I want you to go see my personal barber at Studio 1211. He is at 6405 Fairburn Road. You can call and schedule an appointment at 770-485-6772. Ask for Melvin. That is my personal barber. Tell him Kevin sent you, and he might even give you a free lineup. And I know he watching, so he gonna honor it because I ain't gonna pay for it. In studio with me, we have Miss Samantha Krug. She is from Tom James. She'll be telling us all about the fashion world and tailoring a little bit later on in the program. Also from Will Hustle TV. Did you bring the Lambo? Is the Lambo out there? Also from Will Hustle TV. He'll be also join us a little bit later in the program. He is in studio with us and online with me today. She is a expert in PR. She is my publicist, as well as she is an advocate for the disability community. Joining me right now, Miss Norma Stanley. How we doing today, Miss Norma?
I'm great. I'm great. I love the applause.
How you been?
I'm great. I'm great. This is, I'm just thankful to be here. So much going on. Thankful to be busy, actually.
Oh yeah. And talking about being busy. Number one, tell people a little bit about yourself, because I think the disability, I think the disability community, honestly, does not get the type of exposure that it should, and it's not talked about quite as much. We talk about diversity and all these other things, but you guys are kind of always left out. So tell me a little bit about the disability community and what you are doing.
Well, I'm a multicultural marketing communications consultant. I specialize in the disability community in the diversity, equity, and inclusion space. And basically, what I'm trying to do is help generate awareness about the population and the consumer segment as a whole, because it's the largest minority consumer segment population actually in the world. Minority population. It's about 60 million, 65 million people by now.
Wow.
And it's one community that anybody can join at any time.
Wow.
And just takes a life incident situation that happens. You don't have to be born with a disability. And it has a huge buying power that companies are just now starting to recognize. You know, they understand the huge buying power of the African American community and, you know, the Latino community and the gay and lesbian community, but they don't seem to quite have a grasp on how they can tap into the disability community, which is right here in the U.S., $500 billion of buying power. When you talk about globally, it's, you know, over, you know, a billion.
Wow.
Like about $1 billion too. So it's a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
And
it sounds like it's a lot of money.
When you talk about globally, it's $1 trillion. It's over $1 trillion. So it's a lot of money that they're missing out on. And I'm just trying to help them understand the viability of targeting this market with some consumer programming and you know, marketing program that can help them to maximize their opportunities and revenue, basically, because it all comes down to the bottom line. And so that's what I do from the professional standpoint. I'm of course a journalist, and I do PR for other companies also. But as a disability community advocate, I work with a lot of nonprofits that you know, are trying to generate awareness about what they're trying to do and do what I can to assist. I have a daughter personally who was born with cerebral palsy, and she's now 32 years old. And because of my life experience and what I've dealt with as a mother and understanding that process, and then of course, you know, as a marketing communications professional and realizing that companies weren't tapping in to that opportunity, I, you know, decided to try to see what I can do to fill the void in that area.
Wow. Now, what is that like? Because number one, you do so much.
Yeah.
But what is that like for a lot of parents out there in that disability community that are, you know, trying to take care of their kids? You know, and it's a lot. And constantly being left out of a lot of legislation and a lot of things that are happening to benefit, you know, different segments of the population.
We have to fight really hard for our families. We have to really fight because it is something that, you know, if we don't fight, it doesn't happen. And so you have to become an activist, whether you want to become one or not. And you do what you have to do. That's just our life. And so we want to make sure our children don't miss out on anything like employment and just basic living, accessibility, being able to go to, you know, a movie or a restaurant or travel with no barriers. And then, of course, helping people to understand that just because you have a disability doesn't mean that you cannot excel at just about anything. People with disabilities are very adaptable and they find a way because they want to have the best quality of life just like anybody else. So my goal as a journalist, through the things I do also, is to share information about people with disabilities who are in the various aspects of life, various industries, doing things that people tend not to know about. We just lost Curtis Lovejoy.
Oh, yes.
Who was a 5-time Paralympian, and he was a friend of mine. And, you know, he has done some amazing things as a Paralympic athlete. And people knew about him, but still, he didn't get the same kind of exposure as some athletes who don't have disabilities would get.
No, you are completely right about that. And it's like 500 medals. Okay.
Yeah.
500 medals in swimming plus fencing. And people barely notice, man.
Exactly. And he was a fencer and he was a swimmer, but he was also a paraplegic. He couldn't walk.
Oh, yeah.
But he was able to overcome that, learned how to swim while he was in rehabilitation, and became, you know, who he became. And this happened when he was 27. When he passed, he was like 52.
Wow.
He passed about a week ago, actually. And he was preparing to get ready for the upcoming Paralympics this summer. And unfortunately, he got cancer. I talk about that on one of my shows. I do a streaming television show called Disability World. And we interviewed Curtis, and he shared his story. That was just a couple of months ago.
Oh, yeah.
So one of the things that I've always believed, but definitely, you know, don't take time for granted. Do the things that you know that God has given you to do and you're gifting to do, and live the best life possible, because tomorrow is not promised.
Oh, yeah. Now, you got a lot of stuff coming up as well in the disability community. I know you got your well, I'm gonna let you tell it. Tell us a little bit about some of the stuff that you got coming up.
Well, tomorrow, actually, I'm going to be part of a panel discussion for a nonprofit called Various Song, which is founded by a woman named Teresa Wright Johnson, who lost her daughter a few years ago. I think it's over 10 years now, but she lost her daughter to seizures. And so she formed this nonprofit to help support other families in various capacities. And one thing that she's doing tomorrow is a panel discussion, with this also being Women's History Month. And we're going to be doing other women. I'm part of this panel discussion of women who are all in their own individual ways helping other families with disabilities. So it's a panel discussion of heroes.
Wow.
As part of the disability community and what some of us are trying to do. And so that's going to be on Zaria's Songs Zoom meeting that you can, people can tap into an Eventbrite. And then on Sunday, the 28th of this month, I am a part of a nonprofit called Show Ability, which is an organization that tries to help people break down barriers in the performing artist arena when it comes to the entertainment arena, and making sure places like venues that people like to go to, plays and theaters and concerts, are accessible to people with disabilities. And so, and also make sure that they have the chance to shine on stage like everybody else. And that organization is founded by Miss Myrna Clayton, who is an international jazz artist.
Oh yeah.
And a ambassador, of a cultural ambassador for the U.S. Department. So she has this organization called Show Ability, and she's putting on a series of master classes. The organization is putting on a series of master classes in various aspects of becoming, for the performing artist of whatever industry you might be in. And so this one is with Martha Anger, who is a deaf filmmaker and an actor, and she's going to be sharing some techniques on acting. And like I said, this is good for people with disabilities or without, but she's going to be sharing some information about, acting from as an improv, doing improvisation, because that's part of what everybody's experienced who tend to start off in acting. They start off doing some improv. So she's going to be sharing that on a Zoom call this coming Sunday at 4:00. And you could also look that up on Eventbrite. And then on May 1st, I will be doing an event called Exceptional Parents Celebration, which is geared towards helping families, both parents. It started off with just moms, Exceptional Mom Celebration, because Mother's Day, which is early May, is a very sensitive time. And so we want to make sure that, mothers realize, especially those of us who have children who don't know it's Mother's Day. And I realize that there may be fathers dealing with the same thing for Father's Day.
I was finna say, y'all always leave us out nowadays. It's like y'all women got all this power, and it's like, I never hear man mention anymore. Okay.
Exactly. Well, mothers tend to do the most when it comes to the kids, but I realize that there are a lot of fathers in the disability community. The challenge, the reality is that a lot of fathers fail.
Wow.
But there are a lot of fathers that do stick in there and help their families, succeed, and they want to make sure their children, have the support that they need. So we want to honor and recognize them too in this event. So it's a, an uplifting, encouraging, empowering event. There'll be some entertainers. Show Ability has an inclusive chorus. They're going to have a couple of videos sharing their gifting and the songs, but they just formed this inclusive chorus through this nonprofit. We're going to have speakers like Nadine Vogel, who is an internationally known person who talks on the disability community and also has two daughters who were born with disabilities. She puts on the national and international conference called Disability Matters Conference that's coming up in late April. And she's my co-host on Disabled Lives Matter podcast that we had just started a few weeks ago, that we wanted to be more like a movement. It's the intersectionality of people with disabilities and Black Lives Matter, because there's a lot of things that happen to people with disabilities that also happen with Black people, police brutality, discrimination, all those things. So, that's one of the things that we're doing. We have a lot of great people that we interview every week. And, so that's my Exceptional Parent Celebration. And we also have, who else is speaking? There's a couple other people, but great speakers, great entertainers, and I'm going to be the host of that particular thing. And it's, May 1st, because I try to do it on a day that's not going to interfere with people's celebrations of their moms or dads, so it's going to be between 2 and 3:30, and you can find that on, I'll have to put that on social media because you have to register. So you'll be able to go to my pages on social media, Facebook and Twitter and places like that to get the link.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I'm doing in the next few weeks. So in addition to everything else, I didn't even talk about my singing, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to have you come back and talk about them beautiful vocals you be dropping in the studio now.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today at such short notice. But thank you so much for jumping in and joining us. And once again, if somebody wants to support you, how can people follow you or support you?
Well, they can find me on Facebook under Norma Stanley and on Twitter under an elect lady, at an elect lady. And then my website is normastanley.com.
All right. Miss normastanley.com. We'll be right back after this.
This pandemic has many people suffering. Are you stressed? Are you not sleeping well? Are you suffering from neck pain, back pain, or headaches? Chiropractic can help. Chiropractic is a natural healing art that can resolve many of your ailments. Dr. Williams and Dr. Fowler of Align for Life are board-certified doctors of chiropractic with over 15 years of combined experience. They are located in South Atlanta and are available for your healthcare needs.
If you want to be fine, take care of your spine. Visit them at yourfinespine.com.
For almost 20 years, the Overground Railroad has promoted economic development in the Black community. Now more than ever is the time to come together and join this movement to economic freedom. The Overground Railroad online and print business directory puts you in front of your customers and keeps our dollars in the Black community. It's time. Become a member today. Information at overgroundrr.com. That's overgroundrr.com. Connecting our churches, our businesses, and our community. Join the Overground Railroad today.
Time to make a change.
And we are back. That's how I get everybody attention in the studio.
Great way to get the attention. You got my
I'm trying
attention,
to brother. One thing real quick before we get into this. Just everybody everywhere, please, stop the Asian hate. That is, first of all, it's a very, very small person that hate people based off what they look like or what they sound like, first of all. Okay. It's some of y'all that I don't like, but it ain't got nothing to do with what you look like. It's what you act like. But the point of the matter is this. It's just not necessary. All this hate going on, folks hating Black folks, and now they starting to jump into the Asian community and Latinos and all this type of stuff, man. And then I feel bad. My wife half Asian, half my family is Asian, and my kids are quarter Asian. I'm Black, so I guess they don't like me at all. But that's all right. I can't believe these folks these days, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Lord have mercy. Changing the subject. On a little bit higher note, I see she done broke out the catalog over there. Miss Samantha Krug, I would like to welcome to the show.
Hey, how are you doing? Thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome. I'm trying to get my camera fixed real quick. But no, tell us a little bit about you, because I know that you are in a kind of a special market, not necessarily just fashion, but specialized fashion. So tell us a little bit about what you do in the company that you work with.
Yeah, absolutely. So I work with a company called Tom James. We're a worldwide company. So we're all over the world. Yeah, so actually what we do is we travel out to our clients. We're completely different than any other retail market that you typically have to, go to the store, do all the, trying on, wasting so much time. We really just help our busy professional clients that maybe have a tough fit or just simply don't like shopping. We go right to them. We take care of everything. They don't even have to lift a finger. And it's pretty cool because the fun about custom is you get to make it exactly how you like it. So we have hundreds of materials, fabrics, even little details, all the way down to the thread that you can make it just for you. So it's really cool. It's an awesome thing that I've gone into and a lot of people don't know about. It's a completely different way of shopping.
Wow.
And yeah, so we just really specialize in our service, especially in our quality. So it's just an awesome way, and we really stand out besides the rest of any other retail shopping.
Now, this whole era of personalization commercialization
Mhm.
and everybody wanting everything just kind of made for me. Are y'all seeing in this industry, in the tailoring industry, that you're seeing a big boost of people that want, I want my clothes made just for me. I want them to fit, just my size. Or are you still, because it's always been one of those type things kind of been reserved for a higher income people. So how's that business starting to work for you guys? Are you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have all of my clients come from completely different backgrounds, like all the way from business owners to, CEOs, even to people that, work in the school system.
Okay.
Like, so it is a little bit differently priced than like typical retail shopping, but our service is how we really stand out, especially from saving time.
Okay.
Because I come to them, I take care of everything. If there's any alterations or problems, they literally just shoot me a text or give me a call and I'm on the way. Like, the next time I'm out there. So that's really just how we stand out amongst the rest, especially with last year with COVID and a lot of other like clothing retailers like shutting down. We actually made a $12 million like I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the word, but like
Wow.
impact. So like we always rose the bar. Yes, it probably wasn't as great as always,
Okay.
but we still made money, still rose above the rest, especially now too with people not really wanting to leave their homes.
Oh yeah.
We come right to them, masks, everything. So it's just completely different. And I think it absolutely is taking a turn for the best.
Wow. So COVID actually helped you guys more so than hurting you, because it's a lot of even big box retailers have closed down during this COVID thing. A lot of malls are shutting down some major department brands like Macy's and Sears. So the whole COVID thing is helped the business.
Well, at first, honestly, it like, it did hurt us at first just because nobody really knew what to do,
Okay.
None of us have ever been through anything like this. So at first it did hurt us and people didn't know what was going to happen, especially with people losing jobs or not leaving their homes. So it was definitely difficult to transition
Okay.
into everything that's going on. But now, we're a year in, people are starting to leave their homes a little bit more. Some offices are starting to open back up. It's definitely starting to grow back to how we were. And then
Okay.
I truly believe even into next year, we're going to be bigger than we ever were.
So when it comes to the fashion side of things,
Mm-hmm.
is this just traditional suits? Is it like real corporate, or can I get jeans made to fit for myself? Like, what type of outfits and garments do you guys design?
Yeah, so we take care of everything.
Okay.
So we have from your, you can do custom jeans, ready-made jeans, your polos, all the way to your favorite suit.
Wow.
Best one in your closet you go for first. We have, slacks, shirts, shorts, summertime. We even have like bathing suits, socks, shoes from
Hold on, people get custom bathing suits?
Okay, so the bathing suits are custom, but we partner with a few brands that we carry. So we even carry shoes like from Allen Edmonds, Ferragamo, Johnson Murphy to Boot New York. So we have some partnerships with other brands too that we also carry as well. It's just the difference is we bring it to them.
So a lot of it is not just a tailored fit type experience, but it's also like a custom shopping or a private shopping type experience.
Private shopping is the perfect way to explain it, really. Mm-hmm.
Now, how long has this company been around?
So we've been around since 1966.
Wow.
We started in Nashville, Tennessee as a single store. Our motto is we come to you with fine clothing.
Okay.
And that's really what's propelled us to over 3,400 employees worldwide, the hundreds of different stores, as I mentioned, worldwide. We also own all of our textile mills and manufacturing facilities.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now I see you guys are all over the world. I see Australia, United States, Europe. When you let's see, what's in this year? Let's go there. With COVID, so many people working from home and this type of stuff. What's in this year? What are people wearing?
Yeah, so we've actually came out with more products this year than we have in the past like 20 years, because obviously people are more casual, they want more stretch.
Okay.
Like we came out with a whole new line called our custom casual line.
Okay.
So it's just more stretchy, different things. Like we came out with like stretch blazers. We even came out with this cool thing called a lounge pant, and it looks like a regular slack in the front, but on the sides, like where your hips are, we can't, like right there, it has the stretchy material.
Okay.
Like a sweatpant basically, but it's a nicer looking sweatpant. So you don't feel like a bum when you're at home, you know, in your PJs for 12 hours, you know.
So you can be fly even when you're sitting at the house on the couch.
Makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, sometimes I want to, you know, get up, put some makeup on. I'm like, okay, I'm still cute, you know, like some people think that, right?
Miss Princella White, the name of the company is Tom James. This is Miss Samantha Krug you are listening to. She is one of their top sales people. Let me tell you, she tracked me down after several months. So I would definitely make sure that you guys get connected. There is Miss Princella White on Facebook that is interested in some of the garments that she is seeing. Now, as far as like with men's clothing, a lot year to year, what we a lot of times see with the suits and this type of stuff is more so the change in the cuts of the suit.
Right.
How is that kind of starting to change? Because I'm starting to hear that people starting to go back to like the baggy clothes or the baggy pants or a little bit wider leg.
Right.
Is that starting to be a big trend in fashion?
So honestly, again, like how I mentioned before, is every single one of my clients are different.
Okay.
And the beauty of custom is you can make it to however you like. If you love the the old school double-breasted pleated pants, absolutely we can do it. If you want the more trim fit, like all of my clients are completely different. And that's the beauty of custom is you can make it however you'd like. And then I'm also specialized in ladies clothing as well. So it's not only men. So we just came out with a brand new ladies line, and I'm currently growing my ladies business as well if she is looking at that as well.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me switch over here. I'm looking at the men's suit. I mean, let me switch over here to the women's garments.
Right. And then the women's side is actually still pretty new. Like we've had men since like the beginning of time, but the women's is still like pretty new. So yeah, it's still like a learning process, and we just came out with some great new like models and different things. So it's really cool what we're doing with that.
Wow. Yeah, y'all definitely got some nice pieces for women, but I think one of the biggest thing about women's clothes though is they only like once you wear an outfit like once or twice, that's about only as much as you can get out of it. So,
well, the cool thing about it is just doing versatile pieces to start with. That's always what I suggest to my ladies and my men. I mean, ladies, we love black pants. Black pants make us look good. Matches anything. So I always like to start with versatile pieces that you can mix and match with different outfits. So like ladies love black pants. I can wear it with this coat. I can wear it with a red coat, any color top. So always starting with versatile pieces that you can continue to mix and match and continue to wear day to day is really where I always like to start my ladies and men, especially with men. You can never go wrong with a navy blazer. You can throw it on with jeans, slacks, literally any color slacks, doesn't matter. Just versatile pieces so you can mix it up with stuff you already have.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so mix it up with stuff you already have, and it's a beautiful, versatile piece. You can get dressed in the dark.
She also said, does the company do alterations?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna get y'all connected because she got a lot of questions.
Perfect. I'm happy to answer them.
Now, so when somebody starts to walk into this tailoring world, is this one of those type things that I just want to get a few pieces that I'm aware for certain things tailored, and then everything else I'm going to just get off the rack, or I just need to go change my whole wardrobe to tailored clothes?
Again, everybody's different. We have like package options. So if you just need to, burn everything down, take it all to Goodwill, we can absolutely start with like a package and doing just a full new wardrobe. Again, versatile pieces, of course, and then doing some fun ones for maybe weekend wear. So it doesn't always have to be strictly business. It can be fun weekend wear, maybe like a wedding, or if you're going to a themed party. Like there's so many different options that you can do, literally hundreds of different fabrics and features, so you can make it exactly how you like. So we do like packages. If you're just looking for just one piece, maybe a blazer, just a jean that day, completely possible. I take care of everything again. So all they'd have to do is just send me a text or give me a call, or I would reach out to them and I would figure everything out. Again, as I said, they don't have to lift one finger.
what do I have to do to get y'all to carry the Kevin Pride hoodie? What do we have to do about that one?
Unfortunately, that's not up to me.
No, but no, thank you so much for coming by. Now, one more question, and I don't want to throw you off too much.
Yeah.
So you're starting to see other companies come up with these same models. As far as I think the big one out now is like MK Taylor, where you can do everything via the app. Number one, do you guys have similar technology? But number two, Is it better to have you do it or this app do it for me?
I mean, with the app, it's not as personalized. I mean, really how we stand out is our service and quality. Oh, okay, sorry. Is our service and our quality. So, I mean, over an app, I mean, sure, you can click a few buttons and then continue on with your day, but wouldn't you rather have someone else take it all care for you? And then especially with like shipping things, like things can get lost in the mail, it can, do etc. I would bring everything to you and then I would tailor it all, make sure everything's fits you correct and it's a custom fit again. So it's going to be fit like a glove. So
Humans
that's just
are always
really
better
how
than the
I
app.
What'd you say?
Humans are always better than the app, if you ask me.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
because like when banks are moving to like online, people are like, oh, I would just rather talk to a person.
Exactly.
So I'm like, why don't I do it with your clothes?
Well, one last question that we got coming in. What are some of those prices that people should expect when they start looking at a company like yours?
Right, absolutely. So we have custom prices and ready-made prices because of where we start. And then again, you have to think, of course, too, with the service and our quality. And there's so many other things that go into it that it's better to explain really in person and on a one-on-one meeting because it is service. But for a custom, just a custom full suit starts at about $750.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of different options, a lot of different things. It's hard to really get into it all, but just
how about the jeans? How much are the jeans?
So we have ready-made jeans and custom jeans. We have multiple options. It'd probably be easier just to go over it all.
Like ballpark figure.
What'd you say?
Ballpark figure, like custom jeans.
So for custom jeans, we have two options. We have our Tom James custom jeans, and then we carry Blue Delta jeans. If you go to my Instagram, Samantha Suits You, you can see a picture of me in them.
Okay,
all right.
For the Blue Deltas, the pair I have, they're about $540, but our Tom James ones are about it's like $460, but don't quote me on that. I have to go back and look.
Okay.
But those are just for 100% like custom plus service and quality. So there's a few other things that go into it.
Not bad at all.
Oh yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Once again, Miss Samantha Krug for joining us today in studio from Tom James Tailoring Fashions. I mean, how you say it? Is that the correct thing?
Custom clothier.
There you go. Custom clothier. Thank you so much. Once again, if anybody wants to get in contact with you, support you, or shop with you, how can folks reach you?
Folks can reach me. My cell phone number is 678-591-6370. Give me a call or shoot me a text anytime. You can find me on LinkedIn. It's Samantha Krug. That's Krug. And then email address, just s.krug at tomjames.com. And then my Instagram, Samantha Suits You, like a suit.
All right. Well, we will be right back after this.
This pandemic has many people suffering. Are you stressed? Are you not sleeping well? Are you suffering from neck pain, back pain, or headaches? Chiropractic can help. Chiropractic is a natural healing art that can resolve many of your ailments. Dr. Williams and Dr. Fowler of Align for Life are board-certified doctors of chiropractic with over 15 years of combined experience. They are located in South Atlanta and are available for your healthcare needs.
Auto accident, wellness care, slip and fall. We take care of it all. Visit them at yourfinespine.com.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. himself said it best.
Collectively, that means all of us together. Collectively, we are richer than all the nations in the world with the exception of 9. You ever think about that? The American Negro collectively is richer than most nations of the world. That's power right there if we know how to prove it.
And we know how to prove it. Join the journey for economic freedom for the Black community. The Overground Railroad. Visit overgroundrr.com.
Woo! And we are back with the Lamborghini riding. The Porsche burning. Will Hustle TV in the building. How you doing today, man?
Oh man, blessed by the best. How you doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm just happy to be here, brother.
Hey,
it's been a rough week.
Ain't too much to ask for. You live and free, right?
Oh yeah. So man, I see you all over Instagram, man. In that you see, I like the green Lambo, but I see y'all over Instagram, man, blowing up and all this type of stuff. Tell us a little bit about Will Hustle TV and what you guys are doing and what the idea behind it is and where you're going.
Oh man, Will Hustle TV. We started off as a street DVD in the mid 2000s. Most known for like my I got one of Pimp C's last interviews where he passed away.
Wow.
I went viral in my Method Man interview. We just basically self-made, man. Me and my boys, we bought some cameras, pressed up some DVDs, edited stuff, and put it out there in the streets and distributed retail. Now we're going more, more to YouTube, more digital streaming, stuff like that. We're covering all the hottest events in Atlanta. I went viral with the Young Jeezy and Gucci. I was outside that.
I saw that. I caught that one.
Yeah, that was crazy. I caught the Mulatto. I just went viral with the Water Boys as well.
Okay.
So we're doing the celebrity stuff, but we also using our voice and our platform to talk about issues, in America and our communities and stuff like that. So you'll see a lot of documentaries coming for us. Just about anything from social engineering to the riots. I was a part. I was filming the riots at the CNN Center. I covered the Wendy's. I was there when it was burned on fire. So I'm a revolutionary too. I got to add that and put that in there. I'm very proud.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. But once you have that power, that platform, you need to be trying to use your voice to try to promote some type of change or some type of positive impact in your community.
Yeah, it'd be a waste. I mean, it's stuff. I grew up like the music been to save my life. I'm from Texas. I grew up, around a heavy drug culture. You know what I mean? Being from Texas or whatever. So learn how to make money in the music business saved my life. But I'm like kind of at the point now. It's like I'm really trying to get away from it because I want to put more positive energy than people talking about killing ops and stuff like that. If that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Wow. Now, tell me this day and age of content, and it seems like almost everybody's out here doing it. But your stuff is blowing up where a lot of folks is getting no attention. So how is it that you guys are able to start to get more people watching what you're doing and paying more attention your way?
A consistency of being original, and then knowing who your audience is, like knowing what they want to see. You know what I mean, and catering to that. You know what I mean, because your fan base. That's that. I'm an independent guy. I haven't worked a job in years, so my fans are my paycheck. You know what I mean. So I got to keep them pleased.
Oh yeah. Now, when you start talking about this from a business aspect, what are some of those things that nowadays you guys are out there doing to kind of keep the income rolling? Because a lot of the club stuff is starting to come back. I see a lot of folks in the club.
I live in Atlanta. The club scene never died in Atlanta, baby. You know what I'm saying? Never died in Atlanta. But the club scene is cool. But like I said, I'm more about. I really want to create real content for the people. You know what I mean? That's really where we at. And I mean, and that the other thing I'm working on right now is I'm launching. It's funny I met her. I'm launching a clothing brand, a luxury clothing brand.
Okay.
So while I was out protesting for George Floyd, and I'm from Austin, Texas, to let you know, like where I'm from, where I grew up at, every month to 2 months before Juneteenth, a Black or Hispanic is killed by the police since I was a kid.
Oh, man.
So I know people. I didn't know George Floyd. I didn't know Trayvon Martin, but I know Lawrence Parrish. I knew Larry Jackson. I knew real people who died. So what I did is I was out there listening to people protest. And a lot of the speakers, I saw a lot of fake people out there that were just really clout chasing. And I created a company because I feel like what needs to happen, we need an economic revolution. So I believe in leading by example.
Wow.
So I want to start a luxury clothing line. We're still putting the final details to it. But we're trying to raise our first 100,000. We'll give half the money away to other businesses because we want to show that the same way that we made Louis Vuitton and Gucci rich, we can make our own sales rich.
Wow. Now explain that how important that entrepreneurship in our community is, because that's really one of the big things I'm so passionate about is creating more entrepreneurs, getting more people to start those businesses and be in control of their own destiny. How important is that?
It's very important. Just because the way that the world is set up, like how you saying about the Asian hate, like we really got to end hate in America and the biasness, the social engineering, because at the end of the day, I know in my city, Austin, Texas, the average Black business has 93% of them don't have any employees.
Oh yeah.
So to answer your question is we need entrepreneurship so we can create jobs, so we can give our kids jobs so they're not breaking the cars and going to jail and stuff like that.
Wow. Now, why do you feel like it's a personal responsibility for you to get out here and be the messenger and
I was
promote?
I was born into this.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my calling. I have an uncle who spent 38 days on death row for buying a ticket at a white only line in Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's in my blood. You know what I mean? This is what I'm doing. I'm an Aries. My birthday's coming up. I'm an Alpha Aries. I was a born leader. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know, my dad's an Aries. My sister's an Aries. My brother's an Aries.
Man, y'all like a family ready to go to war. All them Aries.
Yeah, followers would take you to the promised land, baby. I promise you. You dig?
Tell us a little bit more about your. You said you got a clothing line coming out.
Yeah, man, it's dope. I don't want to say too much about it because like we're in the process of like the trademarks, but it's a rabbit with a gun. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
And basically, it's just the jokes up. You know what I mean? And we just making different ways for people to understand because like so much stuff has been hidden from us. You know what I mean? So we just use that as just another platform to use our voice.
Wow. Thank y'all so much for joining us on Instagram. We normally are not live on Instagram because we can't push the radio audio. But thank y'all so much for joining us, Miss Skylight 3K and Miss Official Captain America. I know who you are. But tell me this. So you said you are ready to go to be more of a social impact. What type of impact are you looking to have in your community, and what would you like to see change? And do you see change happening now?
Oh yeah, I see it. I mean, like I said, I'm from Austin, Texas, so like I grew up, I got a friend with every race, creed, color, like a real friend. I know their parents, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I just want, like, I think Austin, like there's a lot of hidden racism in Austin, but for the most part we love each other. You know, and I grew up, I want the playing fields to be even. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anybody to hate on each other. Don't hate me because I'm black, white, I'm loud, I like trap music, you know what I'm saying? Don't hate me for being who I am. You know what I mean? No matter what my religion is. So that's really where I would like to see it. And then as far as like in my community and my people, I just want to see the like we've been held back, man. Like you got the civil rights movement, school to prison pipelines. Like I want the playing field even so we can all not be in poverty, because a lot of times if like in my city we're in the process of getting $500 million.
Wow.
Because we found out that Austin, Texas is where social engineering started at. We had the first black HBCU, we had the first projects. So a lot of stuff came out the bag, you know, and it's that we were set back because of this stuff. So I just want the playing field even. So that's the point I was making, is the way that the poverty is set up, we're technically still slaves.
Okay.
So that's all I want.
Oh yeah.
That's not too much to ask for, is it?
No, I definitely get it. That's, I mean, I think that's what most people want. That's the only thing I've ever asked for in business is a fair shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so you ain't gonna have a Lambo no more? You putting up the Lambo now, man?
Oh man,
I was finna show everybody on Facebook. Everybody looking at it, like, what Lambo? What Lambo?
Yeah. Nah, we gonna get there in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
So, you are basically at this point, you have become an influencer on Instagram, and it's just a slew of young folks that want to fall into that category and want to be in that world.
Yeah.
What would you tell them about working through these social networks and creating that content?
Yeah, stay consistent. Like, you know, I was with Junebug for like 2 weeks straight.
Okay.
And I was with him like right when his fame like just started popping off. And my thing is, like I said before, is just staying consistent.
Okay.
And then find out who your audience and who your lane is. Like I love being with Junebug. Like coming from a rap world that's like, you know, pretty violent and stuff like that, it was just like a breath of fresh air because he's all about positive energy. Like he was bringing, like he really is bringing back the dance movement. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like that's my thing. Just stay in your lane. Because the world is huge, man. You know, they got people who like dance. You got people who like so much stuff. So find your lane and stay consistent, man. And just, you know.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Now I see you hanging out with just all these stars. I see La Boosie on here and all these other folks.
Yeah, Boosie's fun.
How did you build these relationships in the industry? Because a lot of folks want to know a lot of these celebrities, but bigger want to work with them. So how do you kind of build these relationships?
Stay in demand. Like the music industry is a real political world. So I just make sure I stay in need. And then one of the things I learned when I was young is like everybody tries to get to the rappers and stuff. So what I used to do is when a rapper came in the building, I looked to see who was the manager.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You can tell business folks, boy, I tell you.
I'm in here to get the money, you know what I'm saying? So like the rappers, they just want to have fun and you know do what an artist does. So that's one of the things I did. And I like a lot of artists. They when they do interviews, like a lot of the people really aren't they're down with the culture, but not from the culture. So a lot of times, like I'm known for asking like just very real questions.
Okay.
And a lot of artists open up to me in ways that they don't normally do with other people.
Oh yeah. I find a lot of times too, because I've had the ability to, interview a lot of those guys. They like talking about something besides their record.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, in Atlanta, you go to the grocery store, you can see a rapper. Everybody is here. I love ATL. It's a beautiful place.
Right across the street, you might line CTI at any moment.
Yeah, I mean, Migos Studios around the corner, Outkast Studio around the corner, like, and they do. You in the melting pot of a lot of big people right here.
So you say you're originally from the from the Texas area.
Austin, Texas. ATX, baby.
So what brings you to the Atlanta area?
Just the culture. Like I love that Austin like made me diverse. You know what I mean? Like I could party with anybody. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But just the urban culture here, and just like I could do whatever I want to do here. If I want to go to a Caribbean calypso night, if I want to go to a jazz event, if I want to go to a trap event with, what I'm saying, I could do whatever I want here, and I just love it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The urban culture is just, and then you can't just like, sometimes I could just like when I be bored or something, like I call it my cheap date. Like I like just going hanging out in MLK's house in his old neighborhood and just getting those vibes and stuff. So it's just so much you can do here, and I love it. This is home now.
Something for everybody.
Something for everybody. Like
I was gonna say you like to hanging out too.
Yeah.
I'm from here, and I've met people that are like new here, and they're like, "Do you think I'll like it?" I'm like, "There's literally something for everybody."
Whatever race, creed, color, whatever it is. Like, I mean, it's a lot of people come here and they just get they try to do all the rap stuff and love it, but there's so many different worlds, plays.
Oh yeah, it's a huge tech
restaurants.
Scene here.
Yeah,
it's
tech scene. Yeah, it's everything.
Art. I mean,
yeah, it kind of reminds me of Austin, just a little urban. Like, and like the people here are very like laid back. Like everybody's kind of cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you get drama and stuff, it's because you asked for it in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's just chill here.
Oh yeah. Now tell me, we actually starting to see a lot of folks leave, this region of the South and starting to go towards Texas and Houston and stuff. Because I got a lot of friends that's moved to Houston here lately.
Yeah, Austin is like one of the fastest growing cities in the country. Like they got a saying, like, because everybody in Hollywood's moving there.
Why? What's
because you think about it in LA, like you get a house for $500,000 and it's a shoebox. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of them were selling their $500,000 house and then moving to Texas buying 2 houses.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that reason the tech world is booming. Like Austin has Tesla coming there, Apple's coming there. It's like it's big jobs there. You know what I mean?
It's amazing now. You're starting to see that big transition to the South.
Yeah.
It started up here in Georgia. Now everybody want to come to the South and try to do something.
Yeah. I love how the film industry is popping here. That's another reason I brought me here. Atlanta,
Definitely.
Yeah.
So with the Will Hustle TV, is it any aspirations to go further with that streaming platform or TV or?
Yeah, we definitely we want to create our own Netflix, but we definitely want to do a lot of different movies, man. Like I being from Texas, I've seen so much stuff with my own eyes that I would just love to do movies on. So that's why I said we just start with documentaries first because it's more easy to shoot, film, budget wise.
Okay.
And we definitely, man, we want to give y'all some blockbusters.
I'm gonna tell you, man, you need to check out Experience on Demand. Experience.tv. Take out both the E's off the front and the end. It's Experience.tv. We are actually streaming live on XOD right now. They have a very, very energetic viewing audience, as well as a lot of stars going over there. You got Christopher Martin, Rodney Perry, Bruce,
Rodney Perry's funny as hell. I love Rodney Perry.
It's a lot of folks going over there, and it's a great platform, and it's a platform where content creators can day one start monetizing their content. Because you put something on YouTube nowadays, if you ain't got a couple $1,000s put behind it, you ain't going nowhere.
And that's another tip I would like to give too, is like stay on what's new trending. Like if Instagram starts new stories live, if it's a new, like one of the things in my career I feel like where I helped me be successful is every time like a Twitter came out, or Instagram or Clubhouse, I was on top of that. You know what I mean? So stay on top of new technologies, because like being from Texas, independent wise, like we came out the trunk, so I wasn't really ready for the digital era of the music business. And that was one of the things I tell people all the time: stay, because like just think about the people who passed up on Bitcoin or just different things of that night. So just stay on what's new, because you never know, just about beautiful people that when internet first came out, you invested in American Online and things of that nature. So that's
it's
another
so many stories out there like that too.
Yeah, but
like Amazon, you had to invest some money about 10, 15 years ago, bro. You would be sitting on some.
So 2021, if you still passing up stuff, you're a loser.
Oh yeah,
I just if you mean like that.
No, but seriously though, you got to definitely invest your money and invest in something safe. Now, don't get me wrong. Especially don't start out with them penny stocks. I promise you're gonna go broke. Am I right about it? Yeah. I tried to tell him, but no, invest in something safe. Invest in what you trust in. If you use the product, the product gonna be here tomorrow. Invest in it.
The first stocks I got into is when they just recently had the Tesla and Apple split.
Man,
and that was the best decision I made in my life. So now I'm transitioning to the Bitcoin, and just generational wealth. Man,
that whole Tesla thing. The other day, I don't know. I'm on it every single day, but Tesla, man, when I think he went straight up to about almost 800 a share, and then dropped all the way to 400. I did not buy the deal. I should have bought the deal, but I can't trust Elon Musk, man. He'll take you all the way to zero.
Yeah, but seriously, I trusted Elon. I think that his company is gonna do great. I mean, he's what he's selling at $800,000, $80,000 cars, 100,000. So just imagine when he starts selling $30,000 cars. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
but
I trust in Elon.
Let me tell you the power of that. And I was explaining this to somebody else. The whole thing about the Tesla, and this is the genius behind it. It's not about the car.
Yeah,
the car is nothing. The car is literally nothing. It's the operating system. It's the computer. It's the whole world that you're about to get into. Because like even with Apple, they built this phone. The first one, you could barely do anything but listen to music and send emails. And now you got a whole ecosystem, and they are making trillions, not billions, trillions of dollars.
I told myself I want to invest in people. There's so much stuff to learn. I don't have time, so I just like you learn this, and then we invest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? For real, there's too many ways to get money in 2021.
Well, as always, I have to thank the #1 rated audience for sitting in and standing in with us today. All my folks joining us on Instagram for the first time, and we will start going live on TikTok. I did my first TikTok over the weekend. It was hot too. It was hot. I had no idea you could do all that.
Did you dance?
Huh? I don't dance. I just do that. But now, once again, before we get out of here, let everybody know how they can find you, how they can follow you on social media, and how they can go see that beautiful Lambo.
Yeah, WillHustleTV.com. You can catch all my exclusive footage, videos, all that type of stuff. Will Hustle at Will Hustle TV, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Will Hustle TV, like page, all that stuff. Everything Will Hustle TV.
All right. And Miss Samantha Krug, because you could have told me a long time ago. I feel country now. Miss Samantha Krug, tell us how we can get in contact with you and everybody can support you.
Yeah, again, Samantha Suits You is my my Instagram. It's the SUITS, so it's actually suits. And then so Samantha Suits You is the best way. And then of course on our website, my email is s.krug@tomjames.com.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it has been another installment of the #1 rated business show right here on the Real 1100 AM and iHeartRadio. Stay tuned in. We will be back next week live as always. Follow me on social media. I am KC Pride. Thank you so much, Miss Delegate today, Captain America, and Miss Skylight. Thank y'all so much for joining us and commenting on the show. And once again, we will be back next week, and we are out.
You're listening to WWE Real 1100 AM, and we want you to practice good hygiene by simply washing your hands. So enjoy 20 seconds of blinding lights by The Weeknd as you practice safe habits.
I'm running out of time, 'cause I can see the sun light up the sky. So I hit the road in overdrive, baby. Oh, the city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone.
All done. Remember to stay connected to the real and stay really safe.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad,